First question, who are you, where you're from?
Wurundjeri, I'm from Yorta Mob.
Hi, my name's Wurundjeri, from the Yorta Mob.
So the symbol for the Yorta tribe is the long-necked turtle.
Three things I like about myself would be my willingness to give everything a go, my confidence, and probably my dancing. What would I like to achieve in life? Something that makes me happy.
Sorry, what qualities make up good leadership?
I think being a good motivator, being optimistic, sort of enthusiastic, being able to communicate well with team members, being able to sort of be good at public speaking, sort of have a voice, and I'd say probably organisation as well, and sort of communicating with others and delegating tasks, I guess.
Someone who leads by their actions and can be present and sort of teach other people on what they know and what they want to aspire to, which can help other people sort of walk along with them, if that makes sense.
So what makes you proud to be Aboriginal?
Oh, this is a tough one. There's so many things. I think one of the coolest things, I guess, is being a part of a culture that's still alive after 60,000 years. And I think that's so unique in sort of saying, I am Aboriginal, I'm a part of this culture. This is in my blood, if that makes sense. This is part of me. And I don't know, I just think, AJ, tough question. I just think the importance of family and just sort of coming together, being with each other. Yeah, just to be a part of such a unique culture that sort of can't be taken away from you.
What's one thing you love about being Aboriginal? It's unique.
What stereotypes do you think exist about Aboriginal people?
Oh God, that they're on Centrelink, that they're petrol sniffers, that alcoholic. There's a couple more that I just can't remember them.
Not all Aboriginal people have dark skin, not all Aboriginal people drink, and not all Aboriginal people smoke.
Just be mindful, guys, if you're going to throw boomerangs.
If you could be an animal or totem, what would you be and why? I'd probably be a koala, just because I like to sleep all the time and they're pretty chill. And so I think that's kind of like me. If you wrote your life story, what would you call it and why? I'd call it I don't know, because half the time I swear I have no idea what I'm doing. 3, what would your dream job be and why? I'd probably be a professional dancer, maybe doing some stage shows or dancing for Bangara or something like that.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I think it'd be moving things with my mind. So just I don't know what that's called, but think of something and it happens or it moves.
I'd probably do psychokinesis, just because it's cool. I just think moving things with your mind would be pretty awesome. Why is the school such a great place for Indigenous students? I just think all the opportunities that are available here, there's lots of support through friends and teachers and that sort of thing. And I think there's a lot of recognition and a lot of respect within the school environment towards Indigenous students. So yeah.
Cool. So what have you been doing since you left school?
I've been doing uni. I've been doing a Bachelor of Design, hoping to major in architecture. I've been working at the INE Hospital, and I've been doing some Aboriginal artwork.
How do you define racism?
I think it's an unjust, almost uneducated opinion of someone. It's wrong. And I don't think in this day and age it should be tolerated. I mean, there's this social agenda about you being inclusive, of diversity, and celebrating and acknowledging that. And I think racism is just an uneducated opinion, and sort of also got to do with stereotyping as well.
What makes a person racist?
Their background, I think, and similar to what I said, sort of being uneducated, not sort of open to experiences, sort of a lack of understanding and knowledge, really.
Did you experience racism when you were at school?
No, I didn't. No. And to be honest, no one really knew I was Aboriginal. I don't fit the profile. And yeah, I don't really tell anyone because it's not something I was going to brag about or sort of say. But if it came up in conversation, I'd mention it. But no, I didn't experience any racism.
And what aspects of culture have been lost within your family?
I think possibly stories and language. I feel like that's one of the things we don't talk about as much, or I'm sort of aware of as much. I'm not sure if that's because we don't remember, or we feel disconnected, or if we just don't know. But I think, that's one thing that's definitely sort of absent. Yeah.
What's one aspect of culture that your family embraced?
I think family and mob. I think we've got this really strong sort of connection to one another. I think it's just we're always talking to one another. We're always sort of contacting one another. I think, that's probably the biggest thing, sort of, having a strong family unit sort of connection to one another. Yeah.
What's your favourite colour?
My favorite, orange.
Yeah, why?
It's just calming. I think it's just nice. It's like sunset orange, and I think that's what's kind of cool and calming about it. I think I'd say Bangarra, just because in my background in dance, I just think what they do is amazing. Just how they're able to sort of come up with these stories and do these dances that are traditional but contemporary as well, how they fuse those two together, and how when they sort of when they've chosen a story to represent through dance, they'll go on country and sort of go visit the tribe or clan where the stories come from, and they'll perform for the elders. And I think that's so important, because it's not just about sort of being on stage and performing for others. It's about, looking after mob, going back and being respectful and showing them. And I just think that's really cool.
How old were you when you first got into acting?
I was 12, year 6, 12.
Yeah. What do you remember about it? How did you get involved?
Oh, I got involved through dance. So I had dance lessons and singing lessons. Then I got an agent, and then sort of auditioned for some shows. So yes, that was sort of my way through. And it was kind of full on, to be honest, at that age, just sort of competing with other kids and that sort of thing. But yeah, it was so much fun when I got my first show. I think it was just, it was such a great experience. To be part of something pretty awesome, to be honest.
Yeah, what was your first show?
It was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang at Her Majesty's Theatre. And yeah, so I was a sewer kid and a Jeremy understudy. So that was kind of cool to have, sort of having 2 roles.
Yeah. So did you have to play Jeremy at all?
No, I didn't, unfortunately. the Jeremy got through unscathed. He wasn't sick, didn't break a bone or anything, which is like good for him. But yeah, no, I didn't get to play Jeremy.
Yeah. So, and you've done some acting on TV as well?
Yeah, I did a movie in the same year. So when I was 12, that's called Downriver, and I did a couple of commercials. The recent one being for Latina Fresh pasta. And then I did another one a while ago when I was younger for education reform.
So would you like to be back in front of the camera, or do you like to do work on the opposite side of the camera?
I feel like either for me. I just find both really interesting. I just think, yeah, being in front of the camera is cool, but also being a part of behind the scenes, sort of making everything work behind the scenes. Yeah, I just think that whole industry is awesome. So either really.
You wouldn't rule out going back to it?
No.
Do you get to do much dancing now?
I haven't been dancing since the start of lockdown, mainly because the classes were online, but we don't really have enough room in our house to do classes and stuff. So I've sort of been giving it a break, and I've been dancing for 7-8 years. So I just thought, take a couple months off, see if I'm still interested once lockdown's over. So yeah, not any official classes. But yeah, I'll probably go back next year.
What's one thing that people don't know about Luke?
Probably being in musicals. That's always something that people are like, oh, really? Like, wow, what? Yeah, so I think I'd say that. Everyone's sort of a bit, whoa, when I say that.
Yeah. No. Do you have a motto that you live by?
I think one from Baz Luhrmann, a life lived in fear is a life half lived. I think that's probably one, yeah.
Hey, if you had kids, what's one thing that you would want them to know about culture?
I think the history, probably. I think that's important in sort of shaping identity. Yeah, and I think that sort of knowing about the past will sort of help their understanding and sort of help them sort of grow up in sort of figuring out who they want to be.
Luke, what do you want people to know about being Aboriginal?
I'd say Aboriginality is more than just skin color. And I think that's something being said like over and over again. And I think people are sick of hearing it, but I don't think they actually know what it means or sort of understand the concept. Yeah, so.
Just want to say thank you for participating in the project the last couple of years. It's been an honour and pleasure to work with you, and thank you for being part of those interviews, Luke.
Well, thank you very much. I've had a ball too, and yeah, it's been great fun.
Oh, that's all right. You got the knack there.